2012 Honda Civic. It's already started up, but I'll shut it off and turn it back on again. I'll get to talking about quality in a moment. It starts up like any other Honda. Well, YouTube, like mentioned, this is a 2012 Honda Civic EXL with 2,000 miles. This is the first one that I see out in the wild. So, let's do an interior critique. I mean, I've done Civics before. Honda refreshed the Civic for 2012 with the interior and the exterior. I'd say more in the interior because they actually downgraded the interior somewhat. Well, first and foremost, when it comes to comfort, the seat's actually quite comfortable. You can see it's leather, exposed stitching, nicely bolstered on the sides. And let me adjust it to my liking. And yeah, I'm quite comfortable, and I'm 6'1" in this seat. So, up above in the dashboard, everything is hard touch materials. Honda actually had some soft touch surfaces above the instrument cluster areas. Did some cost cutting in here. And the interior really isn't a whole lot different to the 2011 model. Just again, they downgraded the interior quality somewhat. Steering wheel's excellent. Nicely thick, exposed stitching. You can see you have cruise control, radio controls, information. You can see the little LCD up there to adjust the radio, tire pressure, clock, other information, average MPGs. You can see I actually do like this instrument cluster layout much better than the 2011 model. Much cleaner, and it shows more information, and I love the blue lighting. It did excellent there. Here's the radio in dash 6 disc. You can see again the radio display is up in that little LCD up there. Hazards. Here's the climate control. This model has heated seats. Down below you have the auxiliary and a power outlet. Let me show you. Yeah, there's the aux jack. And the Civic still uses a 5-speed automatic. It is an excellent transmission, but it's in the middle of the pack as most competitors are offering the 6-speed automatic. Though, at least it beats the hell out of Corolla, which still uses a fucking 4-speed automatic, which has been around since the 80s. Here's the glove box. You can see lugs. It's fairly decently sized. Nice and even. Closes perfectly. No uneven gaps. All these panels tightly clamped together. It's not going to pull right off. Very tight. You can see you have your dual cup holders. Here's the armrest and the rest of the center console. Power outlet, USB. Armrest itself, nicely padded. Though it is a crime shame that it doesn't slide forward like in the older Civic. I recall that the older Civic, the armrest used to slide forward. It used to be more comfortable that way, but they haven't followed that approach here. You have the Eco mode, helps for fuel savings obviously. Traction control. And I forgot to show you off the hands-free controls here. The door panel quality is down compared to the 2011. Everything is hard touch. And they use this textured plastic. Well, it's not that pokey, rough texture like you'd find in a General Motors vehicle. It is quite smooth. So yeah, the quality is down compared to the older Civic. But you can see they padded the sides here of the door panel, this section, and along with the armrest. Exposed stitching right here. soft touch, so that's nice at least. Power windows, power locks, window lock, and power mirrors. You have your door pocket right here. Let's take a look on the trunk, the engine, and the back seat in a moment. Here's the sun visor, mirror, no vanity light. You have your lighting fixtures on the sides here. Roof, on and off switch for the interior lighting. Honda did improve a little issue with their sun visors. They had the older sun visors actually used to split apart up here where it was tensioned. They went a more traditional approach here. Well, this car is going to run through very quick, so I'm going to have to run through this review. Crap. Rear seat legroom, it's adequate for its class. The floor is nice and flat. Materials follow through into the back seat. When it comes to the door panel, nothing changes. The sides and the armrest padded, exposed stitching. You do have a rear seat armrest, nicely padded. That's nicely done. You have your cup holders. You can see it's very cushiony. Lighting fixture up above. Oshit handles on all four doors. So yeah, it's a nice back seat. No ashtrays, that's a plus. Trunk is very nice. It is a bit short, but it is nice and wide. Just fold down the back seat. Just pull on this lever here and just push it down until it tumbles. Your spare tire with its tools. At least you're not gypped of your spare tire, such as in Hyundai, which they're in the habit of not including a spare tire and you have to purchase it separately. You have your rear disc brakes and your alloys. These are 16-inch wheels, by the way. Strange that this is an EXL and doesn't include fog lights. And Honda's tried and true 1.8 liter i-VTEC 4-cylinder. You can see how smooth its engine is. It doesn't vibrate or anything. So yeah, nothing else new here. Pretty much a carryover. It's a great car though. Let's give this car a little rev. I place it second in its class, first to Focus, and this one a close second, obviously. You still can't beat this car after that. I'm not going to be able to do an exhaust shock because this car is obviously going to run through very quick. But yeah, despite some of its downgrades here, it's still a great car. For 2012, I think Honda should have gone a more radical approach and really making a car much more different in the 06 body style. This is just a refresh basically, not a new redesign. So that's the 2012 Honda Civic EXL.